Hello guys, Chris here and welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing the RX 580 in Horizon Zero Dawn, of course. This one is the XFX GTS version of the card. It comes already overclocked to 1366 MHz on the core clock, as you can see right here, and 2000 MHz on the memory clock from factory. I am, of course, running the latest drivers from AMD, Adrenalin 2020 20.8.1, which are actually optimized for Horizon Zero Dawn, and I'm running it with a Ryzen 7 3700X and 16 gigs of RAM as usual. Of course, you don't need the 3700X to achieve the same FPS with the RX 580. Something like a Ryzen 5 1600 overclocked or a Ryzen 5 2600 should be able to achieve the same FPS as we're about to see in this video. This one is the 8GB model of the card, as you can see right there, and let's get right into it, my friends. I'm gonna be playing this one out at 1080p and 1440p. Just out of curiosity, I actually tested 1440p here with the 580 because I have a 1440p monitor, and it was actually quite playable on the medium setting. So we're going to be testing, of course, low, medium or original, which are the same settings as the PS4, I think, favor quality as well as ultimate quality, which is of course high and ultra settings respectively. Starting off with the favor performance settings preset, let's get into it, friends. These are the low settings, and if you are looking for a 60 FPS experience, I guess this is the way to go, because this game just is a performance hog, my friends. It just tanks your performance completely with every single card that I tested so far. Like the 1050 Ti was playable at low and medium settings with 30 something FPS. The RX 570 was playable at medium settings with around like 40 to 50 FPS, I guess, and the 570 was even playable on high settings at around like 40 FPS if I'm not mistaken, you know. But that GPU wasn't able to get 60 FPS even on low settings, and that's where the RX 580 comes in. As you can see, it's actually able to get 60 plus FPS on average at least. And they actually say that the RX 580 is able to get 60 FPS at medium settings in the requirements or something like that. I heard something, I think it was in UFD Tech, they talked about that just for a little bit. But unfortunately, guys, I don't think that's the case here with the RX 580. It won't really be enough for a 60 FPS experience at medium, because we are already so close to 60 with these settings right here. Oh my god. Okay, alright, we're fine, we're absolutely fine. By the way, if you are experiencing stuttering issues with this GPU or any GPU actually, you absolutely need more than 4 gigs of VRAM, and that's probably why the game is stuttering for you. Of course, it still stutters just a little bit here with the 588 GB, but it's not really a big deal. The game is overall smooth. I have also installed the game on a 1TB SSD, by the way, so if you have a hard drive and an SSD, I highly recommend you to install it on the SSD, because I actually tried this game on the hard drive first. I installed it first on the hard drive, and it was just a stuttering mess. Not really while playing the game, but it was a stuttering mess inside of the benchmark run, and it still is a stuttering mess inside of the benchmark run. This game just, oh my god, it's just completely broken. The benchmark run, at least, you know. What the heck just happened, guys? Just like a flashbang or something. It probably is. What the hell? Do I not have like a spear or something? Why don't I have that? I would like to have a speed. Gosh damn it, just leave me alone, guys. I'm glad I'm running this in the easiest difficulty, as I always do. Otherwise, I would be dead, probably. Okay, I'm just gonna hit them right there, and we should be fine. Good stuff, good stuff. So we got a little bit of fighting going on, and the FPS are still very, very playable, obviously. Well above 60 FPS on average. Well above, it's at 64 actually, but it's a very good experience. God damn it, I didn't notice that I didn't have ammo. Gosh, okay, I really need to craft some ammo right now. Alright, we're fine, it's gonna be okay, guys. We got this. Oh my god, just look at the size of these things. Alright, what the hell is going on with that one? Is he dead? What happened with you, buddy? I'm worried about you. If you're playing a game like this one, you want to play at least on the medium settings or original settings, because the game is really beautiful at everything above low. So, okay, actually I'm just gonna disable the motion blur, and there we go. Yes, I want to apply that, and okay, as you can see right now, guys, it is not enough anymore for us to get 60 FPS, unfortunately, but I mean, this game is completely playable with above 30 FPS. It was made with 30 FPS in mind, of course, for the consoles, and it just looks way too beautiful for you to not play, at least on medium settings graphics, okay? Because this is just awesome, guys. Like, I love the lighting here and these lens flares. It looks so awesome, guys. I say this in every single Horizon video, but it's just true. I love these graphics. The textures are also very detailed, of course, and that's to be expected because it's actually consuming 6.2 gigabytes of VRAM right now, which is a crazy amount for medium settings, even in 2020, you know, but that's just the way it is. And if you have, again, a graphics card with 6 gigabytes or 4 gigabytes of VRAM, you will experience some stutters in this game. So RX 584 gig might actually not be playable if you have 8 gigs of RAM. Right now the RAM utilization is just a little bit above 8 gigabytes. If you have 16 gigs, of course, you can run the 4 gigabyte variant of the 580 just fine in this game, and it won't really stutter as much as if you got like 8 gigs. And that's because whenever you run out of VRAM in games, the game starts utilizing your RAM as VRAM, and it's much slower, so it will stutter a little bit. But if it doesn't have enough RAM, it will start utilizing your SSD or hard drive, and then you're screwed, because that's really not good, guys. Like, it will stutter a lot in that case. So that's why I think many people are getting a lot of stuttering problems in this game, and we are actually not, because we obviously have enough VRAM and RAM to run this game properly. We are already touching 7 gigabytes of VRAM utilization. Holy, that is insane, guys. But the textures do look good, guys. I gotta tell you, okay? Everything looks pretty detailed. Okay, there we go. We got a few enemy machines right here. A few, it's quite a lot, actually. Okay, 1 down, 2 down. No, not 3 down. 3 down right now, and they're running away from me. Look at that. What the heck? Like, why do you do this? I want you to attack me. We got this. Everything is good. I'm just gonna loot everything, and then we're gonna do... Oh my god. Okay. Just chill, buddy. Alright? Chill. Then we're gonna do high settings, okay? We're getting like, what, 1 or 2 less FPS because of the rainy weather. I think it was more intensive in the RX 570, actually. So, I don't know what's going on with that. But let's do high settings over here. Disable the motion blur, of course. And... okay, here we go. So high settings, you can expect kind of the same FPS as we got with the 570 on medium, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. I think the 570 also got the same FPS as we got in this one on low settings, but this one on medium, of course. So yep, we're getting pretty decent FPS. It's kind of a little bit too harsh on this GPU. It can't really do 40 plus FPS all of the time. Sometimes it drops into the high and mid 30s at high settings, especially with the rainy weather and stuff. Maybe when the rain stops, actually on high settings, we will see a bigger difference in the FPS. But yeah, at least in worst case scenario, when it's raining, you can still have a very wonderful experience here. As I said, this game is completely playable with 30 FPS, so you don't really need 60 all of the time. And if you really do need 60 all of the time, you're pretty much screwed, because you're just gonna get stuck with low settings, and that looks way worse than high or medium, of course. So guys, it's still very playable, obviously. As you can see, I think it will be playable even on ultra settings here with the 580, because with the 570 we only saw a couple of FPS below 30 FPS at the ultra settings. So this is absolutely fine here if you want to play on high and enjoy a little bit higher visual fidelity than the consoles, you can definitely do it with the RX 580, which is obviously a very nice thing to behold. Holy crap, it's raining like, what the heck? It's really raining a lot, guys. Can I actually kill this guy? Or, alright, I can actually kill some wildlife here, but not people. Okay, people don't like me. I don't want to kill the little animals because they might actually like me, you know. Yeah, remember this area, it will probably drop a little bit here right now. Yeah, 39 there, not really that big of a deal, to be honest. It's still an amazing experience, guys. Always above like 35 FPS. Yeah, I'm gonna stop it right there. Average FPS of 44, 37% lows, pretty good stuff, of course. And let's do now the ultra settings. Disable the motion blur, of course, and okay, as you can see, it's still quite playable, and it's still gonna be above 30 FPS, I believe, for the entirety of the benchmark. At least I hope so, unless the rain is that intensive that, oh boy, okay, yeah. It's dropping close to 30, but this is one of the most intensive areas in my benchmark run. Okay, it doesn't seem like it's gonna drop from 30, and it's raining and stuff like that, so it's really demanding. With the 570 we saw like 27 FPS in this area right here. It might actually become a little bit unplayable for some. It's touching 30 FPS quite a bit right now, and the rain has actually stopped, so we should see a little bit of an increase in our FPS, and I guess, yep, we're getting a few more FPS right now. We're closer to 40 sometimes, no, sometime 30 still. I don't know, man. Maybe it's kind of the same. I still don't really know how this game behaves. By the way, 1% lows off 29. I believe that's because of that spike that happened right there in the frame time graph once again right now. But, well, yep, it seems like it's not gonna drop from 30 FPS. We're getting a couple of more FPS now than when it was raining. So, yeah, if you want to lock your frame rate to 30 and play with a controller and experience a console-like experience and gameplay, I think you can do it absolutely fine. Holy crap, how did you not die? I hit you in the head. God damn it. Okay, wait. Nope, that didn't happen. Alright. Okay, nope, buddy, just chill, buddy. Oh my gosh, why are they not dying? I'm not even taking any health off of them. Some of them, sometimes. Ah, oh boy. Look at them. They're so cute, actually, when they jump. Come on, jump, buddy. Alright, there we go. Yeah, look at that. Oh boy, that was not cute, actually. How did that miss? Come on, man. Okay, good stuff. Alright, we're fine. I don't really know if the FPS dropped too much. The 1% lows now dropped to 26 when we went into a menu. Okay. Oh no! Oh, come on, mate. Alright, never mind, guys. So it's still a playable experience, although quite close to 30. In a few areas you might drop from it, so I don't really recommend you to play like this. And now we're gonna do like low, medium, and high at 1440p because, of course, ultra is not really gonna be that playable. And here we go. Everything's applied right now. 2560 by 1440 resolution. Low settings across the board. And yep, as you can see, friends. Oh my gosh, this is so sharp and beautiful. I like this. My monitor is 1440p, as I think I already told you in this video, but it just looks way sharper right now. I love it, right? Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Hey, how are you doing, boy? You fine? I'm not gonna kill you, buddy. You're a friend. You're my only friend right now. Alright, let's keep on moving here. It seems like it's gonna be a really pleasant experience here at 1440p. So, I usually say that the 580 is actually an entry-level 1440p card and at high to ultra settings 1080p card. But yeah, although the experiences in newer titles at 1440p aren't really the greatest, and it shows right now we're not even getting 60 FPS at this resolution and low settings, but you could get away with playing at 1440p. That's what I mean by the 580 is an entry-level 1440p card. If you have, for example, a 580 and you bought a 1440p monitor and you are wanting to upgrade later to a new generation of cards, for example, it will still do a fine job here, as you can see. Oh my god, even on medium settings it will do a good job, I think. Oh my god, god damn it, look how cute that is. Oh gosh, they just They just move their little legs whenever you jump. It's very interesting. I like it. Oh, come on, mate. I'm hitting their armor. Okay, I got it now. Oh, I don't have ammo. Alright, we do have ammo already. Okay. Come on, good stuff. The 8GB frame buffer here on the RX 580 that I'm using is still obviously enough to handle this game at 1440p. I am very curious to see how high settings, for example, will run, because we were at like above 7GB of VRAM utilization at 1080p, so I don't know if it will be smooth or if it will stutter a little bit. Maybe the newer generations of cards will be much better because they supposedly have more RAM or VRAM. Oh, come on, mate. Oh my god. Okay, buddy, just stop it, please. Alright, there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and do the original settings, so the PS4 settings, I guess, at the 1440p resolution, and wow, what the hell? Is it getting pretty much the same FPS? I think it is. Like, there's not really too much of a change in FPS when you play at higher settings for some reason. Only on ultra and high, but low to medium, it's like a 10 to 15% drop in FPS, I guess. And as you can see, friends, now with motion blur disabled, everything looks really nice. Yep, you know what, guys, if you have a 1440p monitor and you want to lock your FPS to 30 or something like that, I guess this is an absolutely amazing experience. Even if you don't want to lock your FPS, obviously, I wouldn't, because 40 FPS is actually pretty damn decent, but sometimes it, oh gosh, look at that, oh my gosh, these flares, It's so amazing, my friends. It's so beautiful, this game. By the way, look at our VRAM utilization. It's at 7.1 gigabytes right now. Maybe it doesn't change too much, you know, between medium and low, or 1080p and 1440p actually. Let's just go. You know, the only thing that doesn't look as good as the rest of the game is probably the water. I mean, the reflections are still very good looking, but the water itself, it doesn't look anything special in my opinion. And it's starting to rain again, I think. Oh, come on, it's a little bit harder to hit them, of course, with 40 or 30 something FPS, but I guess the experience is really nice. Once again, friends, if you are using a controller, you might have some aim assist as well, so that's absolutely no problem. And I highly recommend you to play with the beautiful graphics instead of low settings, because just look at this game. It's on medium settings and it looks like this. What the hell, guys? Oh boy. Okay. Oh, he just flashed us. Let's just build some arrows here, and yeah, okay, we should be fine. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know they could bring down trees. That is amazing. Okay, another very interesting thing about this game, my friends. This is awesome. Let's do the high settings right now at 1440p, and that's gonna be it for the video. So yep, high settings, disable the motion blur, of course. And is it still gonna be playable? I guess it, oh boy, yeah, it's getting closer to 30 right now, so it might be a little bit too much for our RX 580 to handle. As you can see, the 1% lows are at 25. We've seen this with every single GPU. When it gets closer to 30 FPS, it just starts getting a few frame time spikes every now and then, and the 1% lows stay at 25, but the experience overall is like a 30 FPS experience. I don't notice anything out of the ordinary here, but just keep in mind that those 1% lows aren't really appearing on game. Like, it didn't drop below 30 yet. It was just a stutter, a single stutter somewhere. The game does look really great, guys. Like, oh my gosh, 7.5 gigabytes of VRAM utilization right there. Okay, so that is quite a lot actually, but it's good to know that 8 gigabytes is still fine. Okay, holy crap. This makes me wonder if, like, in a year or even in a few months, if 8 gigabyte cards are not gonna be enough for like 1440p gaming, especially with the new generation supposedly having more VRAM. I guess games are just gonna have some massively good looking textures here, and it's gonna be amazing, but of course it's not gonna be amazing for people with less than 8 gigs of RAM, VRAM actually. If you do have 8 gigs of RAM in 2020, guys, just go out and buy another stick of RAM, by the way. Alright, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Love you all. Bye-bye.